Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are breaking down a high impact but surprisingly common vulnerability known as host header injection. Specifically how it leads to password reset poisoning and full account takeover. This is one of those bugs that looks simple but the real world impact is massive, from stealing user account to compromise admin dashboard. So let's talk about what host header injection really is. So this is what a typical HTTP request would look like, and this is how host header would look like as well in the request. The host header tells the server which domain you are trying to access. But here's the important part. The host header can be modified by anyone using a proxy tool like Burp. And if the application trusts that header to build password reset links, verification URL or absolute redirects, attacker can exploit that trust and attempt any unauthorized actions. Let's also talk about password reset poisoning. In password reset poisoning, the attacker changes the host header so the reset link points to its own server instead of the original server. The email still looks legitimate, but the reset URL is poisoned. The victim clicks it thinking it is from the application, but the token goes straight to the attacker, giving them complete access. Now we understand what host header injection is and how it can be used in password reset poisoning. Let's talk about where the vulnerability occurs. So the vulnerability is most likely to be exist around forget password functionality instead of using a server-side trust-based URL. The application uses the host header from incoming request, and since the attacker controls this header, they can insert any domain they want. That why this vulnerability is at higher risk, the impact is severe. An attacker can take over any account they know the email for, and this includes admin users, staff account or high value target. And because the reset flow does not verify the originating domain or as any sort of MFA or confirmation is there, the attack it's almost trivial. So this is the diagram that shows the full flow of the attack from manipulating request to the final account compromise. When an attacker manipulate or modify the host header, the server take that header or take the domain and embed it in the email. And the victim, thinking the email is legitimate, clicks on the link of that poisoned email, and that click trigger the token to be leaked to the attacker. That attacker can use the token to fully compromise the victim's account. All of this areas is opportunity for tech team to set up a defense or any sort of alerts for such type of attack. So let's break down the attack they perform. Step 1 is simple. Enter the victim email in the password reset form of your target and intercept the outgoing request or outgoing HTTP request. The attacker intercept the password reset request using Burp and forward it to the repeater where it can manipulate the header. Now the attacker change the host header from the real application domain to its own server. This applications use this value to build the reset URL, not realizing it has been tampered with at all. So once that has been done, the victim would receive the password reset email, you can see here, with the attacker domain embedded in the link. Everything else looked normal, branding, formatting, tone, so the victim trusts it and click the URL. When the victim clicks the link, the attacker server received the reset token that was supposed to be sent directly to the original server. The attacker used that token and set a new password and fully compromised the account. So this is how this attack was performed, and we were able to exploit the particular vulnerability. Now let's talk about the root cause of this type of attack. The root cause would be application trust and user supplied input, including the headers attached to the HTTP request. And if there is no domain validation, no hardcoded based URL, and no checks ensuring the reset link originate from the legitimate server, that is when this type of attack really happened. Now let's talk about how to fix this. To fix this issue, application should never rely on host header for security critical URLs. All the password reset link must be generated using server-side canonical domains. The reset token should only be processed when used on legitimate domain. We could also use a domain-wide listing short-lived reset token to make sure that this type of vulnerability is fixed or an attack never happened. If you want to explore this vulnerability class further, these are the excellent resource that would help you to do so, and then you can use the logic on your target or your clients to make sure this type of vulnerability has been identified. So that is the full breakdown of host header injection that leads to password reset poisoning, a bug that looked simple but can completely break account security. So if you enjoy this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Thanks for watching.